Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read. I laugh as I hit my head on my microphone. We're going to do a general read. First of all, what we're going to do is see where your energy is. We're going to focus on the topic. We're going to talk about the journey and the lesson. And then we're going to understand the lesson and the journey. Towards the end of the read, we're going to pull from the crystal deck to focus on the chakras. And then at the end of the read, we are going to release all the negative energy from this reading with an affirmation. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it. Nine of Swords, anxiety. You're stressed out and you're going through some type of anxiety. As if everybody is watching you and everybody can see the pain and the struggle or the heartbreak that you're going through. And I'm here to tell you that they can't. You reflect the things that you want people to see. So no, nobody can see what you're going through. But at some point, you have to learn how to deal with the negativity, the anxiety, and the stress that this thing called life causes us. And sometimes we don't know how to do that. And so when we don't know how to do that, we go into hermit mode because we feel like the world is watching us and they're watching us make these decisions, these horrible decisions, which are not horrible. It's just about how we love and how we do things. And because we want to be accepted by the people that we love. And so therefore, this is what causes anxiety. Anxiety comes from living in the future, worrying about the future, worrying about the past brings up fears. So there you have it. That is what we're going to be talking about, is the anxiety and the stress that you're going through. So I ask you guys to do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video, because liking the video helps to get my channel out there to people who need to hear this message. You found this message, it's sitting with you, or it may not sit with you. So that's why I give you the discernment to say red hearts if you made it through this, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, and yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my 6, whether it resonates or not, meaning have my back, because I have yours. Also, do me a favor, go over to my other channel, The World is Waiting Tarot, King of Pentacles. Taking risk. Yeah, that is where the anxiety is coming in. There is a king around you or somebody around you, or maybe it's you that doesn't want to take risk. Yeah, and so you feel stagnant with the Queen of Swords coming in reverse. You're not standing up for yourself because the anxiety is making you feel like people are watching your every move. And that may not be the case, or it might be the case. But the 8 of Cups energy is telling you to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. And the 6 of Cups is telling me that you're not, because you're holding on to the memories, and which causes anxiety. Because, see, the fear, again, fear comes from worrying and not dealing with the past, or being afraid to go back or deal with the past of the memories, right? And why you feel ways that you do. The world is completion. So we got to understand why the anxiety and the stress is here. So this is memories, the 6 of Cups energy. This is memories. This is, could be you holding on, could be reflecting, and could be, thinking about what the past or what the memories that you made with the person, place, thing, or situation has brought to you. And therefore, you planted these seeds, right? You planted these seeds, but with the seeds that you planted, somebody doesn't want to take a risk with you. 4 Cups energy is reaching a plateau, being bored, disconnected, right? And so if you look at this, reminds me of Johnny Appleseed. You plant a seed for an apple to grow, and all of them won't survive. But overall, you're being patient and waiting for it to grow, waiting for it, a person, place, thing, or a situation to grow. And in this point, there becomes, instead of you standing up for yourself, there starts to become disrespect, and you start to distance yourself because you reached this plateau, and all you wanted was happiness, a happy life, happy wife, happiness, harmonious energy, and to be in a situationship that, is for your betterment, And so that is how I see that. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the yin and yang oracle deck to see what energies come out. But so far, the King of Pentacles energy says, let me see, there's no reward without risk. Create opportunities. Don't be afraid to fail and invest your time wisely. Something about the opportunities that are not being created, or the distance from the situationship is making you want to walk away, but also reflect on the memories because you planted a seed and you're disconnected. And also there's distance in between that, right? And all you want, you Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio type energy. Yeah. You want opportunities. You want to take a leap. And that's why you're walking away, because this is about you, and you're starting to realize that this person is not wanting to take a risk with you. And so you have to free your mind. The rest will follow. Damn it. I can't make this stuff up, right? In Vogue, free your mind. The rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. The rejection, exactly. Makes you feel fragmented and lost, and also reaching a plateau. But the abundance comes when you free your mind and you look at it from a higher perspective. You see what I'm saying? The abundance comes like that. That's called growth, happening in the summertime. It could be this summer. It just ended, right? I think. Is it just ending? It's close to it. If it hasn't ended yet, it's about to end. But it could have been this growth that you needed to have, and taking a leap of faith for yourself. The Uranus energy is your freedom. Yeah. The Uranus, I had to look up there, but it's here, but I'm making sure. It's your freedom, the opportunities that you've been stagnant from because you reached this plateau, and you planted the seed, but you're growing and this situationship isn't. So you had to free your mind and go from there, right? So I'm just going to say that is what I see. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the archetype deck. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the archetype deck to see the type of energies that you've been dealing with. Again, water sign comes out. You feel neglected. You reach this plateau and there's some type of distance, and the universe is saying it's not the end all be all. Celebrate. This is the completion that you needed in order to grow, right? And so that is how I see this energy. This is the completion that you needed in order to grow. That rejection, the loss, the fragmented energy, is because you were holding on to the past and not growing from there. Reunion. Oh, there could be some type of reunion, but right now, this person is too famous or too headstrong, or feels like they are where the grass is greener everywhere else. But with you, and you're patiently waiting, planting the seed. You've been patiently waiting like a maiden would, but waiting for this celebrity, or somebody who feels like, they're the king of pentacles. They have the finances, the money. Oh, I got to cut my air on. It's hot. They have the finances and the money to be able to make the decisions and have you waiting and put you on hold, if that makes sense. And so now you're just like, you know what? No, yeah. I'm freeing myself. Okay. Gypsy soul, and freedom, the Uranus, your freedom, right? This is somebody that you crush on a lot, but the growth is causing you to move forward, right? Walking away from the things that no longer serve you, going down the trail of not knowing where it's going to be, but looking at it and why, because you planted the seed and you're disconnected and there's distance and you just want happiness and freedom. And, this person is rejecting you and making you feel like, you at one point you were fragmented and afraid to lose this person, but you're losing any way it goes right now. And so that's the reason why, you waiting on this person and being patient and waiting for this person to come back is like, no, your happiness lies with the way that your soul is happy. Your soul is happy when you're free and when you're not tied down or bogged down based upon emotions, right? And so that's how I see that. I'm going to pull from the Lover's Journey deck to see what energy comes out, because I just feel like, this is a journey in regards to love with this King of Pentacles type energy, male or female, whatever it is, take what resonates. But this person felt like there were other fish in the sea. Tie the knot. The knot is tied. Mutual promise made. Exclusive contract. So maybe this could be you going through some type of contract after the fact that this person comes to their senses. Keep on evolving. Yeah, lessons in progress, spiritual guidance. So because this person isn't wanting to take a risk with you. The universe is saying to walk away. The road to home. The road to home to you, and why you held on to this and why you planted the seed, is because you wanted a long-term investment in focusing. You were focusing on your stability with a person, You saw yourself going into the situation with a person, and the codependent patterns. Yeah. Desperate and controlling tendencies, unstable relationship. And that's the reason why you planted the seed, and then you're disconnected because you know that it's unstable. And this person, the distance comes because this person doesn't want harmony, because again, the famous energy, they feel like it's other fish in the sea, and their attention is scattered, and they have wandering eyes. So the universe says, just, use this Uranus energy, or the energy of who you are, to complete this situation. If it's meant, if this relationship is meant, it will be. Send strength and healing to this person. But in this process, because you've been in the situationship for a while, or you afraid that people are watching you and staring at you and want to see you fail. Does that make sense? I'm gonna pull from the In the Shadows. Sorry, I'm getting a card deck. I'm gonna pull from the In the Shadows to see what it is that this person has to say. Yeah, I just feel like, again, the universe is telling you to keep evolving, because, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be, yeah, I never used to look at you in that way. Yeah, until now you had to figure it out, or this person is saying that they never used to look at you in that way, because now they're ready to tie the knot, and the universe is telling you that it's nothing wrong with the road to home, with a long-term investment, or focusing on your stability and foundation. You just have to take the risk for yourself, and also realize that codependent patterns, and I tell you guys that the Codependent No More by Melanie Beattie, we become codependent on these people's energies and trying to fix them and get them to see who we are. I love myself enough to walk away. Exactly. So that's the reason why you did that. I don't know how to let you go, and you didn't, and that's why you needed guidance from the universe in order for you to understand that it has to be, the knot is tied. It has to be a mutual promise made and an exclusive contract. It cannot be a one-sided situationship, and that is where you had to say, let me go ahead and walk away. Now I'm going to pull from the love situation to see what other situation you had. I just feel like when it comes to this situationship, you had to get to the point to where, you didn't know how to let them go, and you probably never used to look at them in a certain way, but you realized that the codependent patterns that this was causing you, behind them thinking that they were God's gift to green earth, they were like a celebrity and everybody wanted them. It has to be, a two-way street. The reunion comes when it's mutual, when it's a mutual type of energy. And until then, yeah, you are feeling like, reconciliation. So want to work things out. They will return. There's unfinished business. And then toxic, not good for you. Low vibrational in a toxic relationship. Yeah, see, you realize that. So now they want to reconcile with the reunion comes out twice. But it only can be when it says a mutual promises are made. That's when the knot is tied, an exclusive contract. But until then, the universe is saying they're not good for you. You love yourself more than this, to walk away. Your road to stability and foundation is, learning the lessons and keeping evolving right now and learning about codependent energies. Listen to Melanie Beattie, Codependent No More, because at some point you feel like you start to blame yourself for this situationship. And respectfully, you have to understand the way you love, and then you'll understand why codependency, when it comes to how you do things. That's why I say listen to Melanie Beattie, Codependent No More, because we become codependent on energies from our children to our significant others to our, twin flame, soulmate journey, situation, friends, family, whatever it is. We become codependent, and it makes us desperate and controlling, and we have the controlling tendencies because we just try to get people to see respectfully that we know what's best for them, and we mean well by them. And then you start to blame yourself, like, I've been in a string of bad relationships and karmic cycles, and maybe I'm cursed or something. No, you're not. You just love a different way. And your love can be considered toxic when it's codependent. And so, therefore, you have to change that. Yeah, and work on yourself. Focus on work, working hard and long hours, love at work. So it could be, could be somebody at work. It could be that you're working on yourself, that you're evolving and you're understanding what these situationships bring to you and your energy. And so, therefore, you're working on the way you do things, This is the 108 Intuit Oracle, Zodiac Oracle. So we're going to go ahead and pull from here. But I just feel like, when it comes to, worry beads. Yep. See, you worrying. Yep. Worry, fear, anxiety, irritated, calm, soothing, bored, passing time, upset, unease, need care, fretful, ritual, repetitive motion, de-escalating, and nervous tick. So this is making you worry about a lot of stuff. Again, I told you that you're worried about how things, not necessarily how people see you, but how you think people see you and how you're seeing yourself. And that's the reason why you feel like it's a string of bad relationships. But you have the power. A bodybuilder, it says power, strength, forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, influence, leverage, mastery, resolve, intense, resistance, self-improvement, and exercise. Again, you're working on yourself. You're working on yourself in order to move forward from this situationship because you deserve this. This is your road to home. This is your long-term stability. If you're not healthy, or if you are focusing on the negative and why, and the loss and the rejection, you'll turn around and make yourself sick if you always think that people are watching you. You have to care about how you feel about yourself. You got to learn to love yourself respectfully. Easier said than done. I get it. I'm going to pull from the 48 law. I'm saying the 48 laws of power because I was reading that. I'm going to pull from the, why can't I call it? 4 agreements. Sorry. I'm going to pull from the 4 agreements to see what agreements you need to work on. The 4 agreements is don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personal. Be impeccable with your words and always do your best. And so far you have, but you're starting to take things personally. Your codependency, respectfully, is, and we always hear that we are codependent on, people are codependent on us when, ooh, that's crazy. We always talk about people are codependent on us, but it really is we're codependent on their energy and trying to fix their energy. So we have to learn how to not be codependent on that. And I think that card deck right there is codependent. Is from, oh, no, it's not from, it's from Melanie Beattie, but it's, is it not codependent? What is the name of this other book? I'll think about it in a minute. Always do your best. Do your best because you want to. It says you do your best when you are enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have negative repercussions for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it, not because you are trying to please the judge, and not because you are trying to please other people. See, and this is where you come in with your all in a relationship. Because you're doing your best, not because somebody is forcing you to, because you want to. And therefore, in that process, you turn around and, your kindness gets taken for weakness, and people start to walk all over you until they realize that, you're your best when you're free and you're moving and you're not constantly staying stagnant and thinking about things and going from there. You're your best at that point. But when somebody takes you out of that situation, then you turn around and you start to think about and make assumptions, and you start to forget that, you did everything and that you're starting to take things personally. So it says, I listen with love to my body's message. It says, my body is always working towards optimum health. Again, health here, right? My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. So that is what you're doing. I'm willing to let go. It says it. I love myself enough to walk away, right? And then it says to keep on evolving and to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. It says, I release others that I released others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. So walking away from the things that no longer serve you because you've done your best and you're practicing. And I said that in here, your health, those things mean more to you. And when you start to think and dwell and go through all these things, you start to make yourself sick because you're trying to do your best with everyone and you just want them to see that you mean, a lot to them and you want the best for them. And sometimes the best for them is for you to walk away. Respectfully. I'm going to pull from the messages of love. No, I'll pull from the untold truths of the heart and then the messages of love. Yeah, and so that's just how I see this energy. It's like, in order for you to keep evolving, you have to focus on your stability, and it's like you've already did your best. You're willing to let go. Now you're not worrying. Oh, that's where it was. The passing time and doing stuff and needs care. You need care. Your body needs care. You're willing to let go, to let people experience things in a different light. Yep, deja vu. You see, because the karmic lessons, you feel like drifting away, slowly apart. Yeah. See, walking away now, disconnected and detaching. That's the Four Cups energy, and it's also walking away from the things that no longer serve you. You see what I'm saying? And so deja vu, because you feel like, and that you always get these toxic relationships and repeated patterns and karmic lessons and past life love, because again, twin flame energy, and it's just like you feel like you keep repeating it because you never really heal what it is, and you never really learn in every lifetime, or and I said that yesterday or the other day. I guess let's see you next lifetime. Sorry, I didn't mean to sing, but anyway, Erykah Badu, next lifetime, because she's like, I see you next lifetime. No hard feelings. How can you tell somebody that you love that it's no hard feelings? Because you learn what's best for you. And you learned that you always did your best when it came to this situationship. So the messages from the heart, apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. But remember, it's standing because they don't know how to let you go. They realize you're drifting apart. They want a reconciliation, a reunion. They want all of these different things because they realize now what they lost. And it's you, right? And so, when Erykah Badu says, I'll see you next lifetime, it's because she realized that in this lifetime, it's not, it's not for you guys right now because we're friends and I'm in a situation. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all know that part, the breakdown, right? If you know, you know. But I'm just saying, like, that whole part is like her saying that in this world right now, I got other stuff going on. So this could be this other person's energy or it could be yours. It's like, the guy is saying we've known each other for, so long. And, she cut him off and say, but we're friends and I'm in a situation. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, and it's like, what is she supposed to do when she wants you in my world? How can I want you in my world when I'm already someone's girl? I guess I see you next lifetime. And that is the things that aren't addressed in this lifetime or in last lifetime. So she's saving it for next lifetime. Or do you work on that? Do you work on yourself? Because obviously working on herself or finding somebody else who may not be your soulmate or may not be your twin flame might be the person who is completing you and not depleting you. And therefore, even though she might think about it, it's just like, I got to see you next lifetime. And this person who you gave everything to is like realizing now that you're slowly drifting away. But if it's too late because you find somebody else, then you got to see him next lifetime. Make sense? So finances, yeah. So this could be, again, like I told you, this King of Pentacles could have everything, but they don't want to take a risk with you because they feel like financial challenges are affecting this connection. So they don't want to have that with you. Obstacles, again, back to the unhealed wounds, right? The unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement because this person could be doing this because, again, they don't want to deal with the things that make them harmonious and happy. Or it could be children are important to this partnership. It could be because they have kids. It could be the reason why. But the twin flame, this is a divine counterpart. But again, it might not be this lifetime or it might be only when they realize that the mutual promise needs to be made and it has to be an exclusive contract. So abundance, you've done the work, abundance flows to you. You know, you had to walk away in order to find the road to home and in order to keep evolving. You've done the work. And the rejection, again, the rejection is actually a divine protection. So the universe said, walk away from the things that no longer serve you. I love myself enough to walk away. The universe is telling you the road to home has to do with all of these things that it talks about letting go. I am willing to let go because this person couldn't see. I release other experiences. I release others to experience whatever it is meaningful to them. And I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. So that's what you're doing. But the rejection was a divine protection. And therefore now they want to work things out. So you felt like, and with the reunion and things like that, rejection comes out twice. So this is a rejection so that you can find your road to home, your stability, because they felt like they had everything, right? And you felt like they were belittling you or something because, again, the distance comes because you aren't where they need to be. So you sit back, work on yourself, and, they're saying they don't know how to let you go. Does that make sense? But that's the completion that needs to happen when it comes to healing, if that makes sense. So that's just how I see this energy. So the rejection is actually a divine protection. We're going to go ahead and pull from the crystal deck, and then we're going to let this energy go because I feel like this was a really good read. Again, you had to work on yourself respectfully, and sometimes you have to love yourself enough to walk away. And then whatever happens, send strength and healing to this person, period. Because you did your best, right? This is the bloodstone. It deals with the heart, solar plex, sacral, and root chakra. Okay, so your heart chakra is your ability to love, to be harmonious, and to forgive. You're realizing that this rejection was a divine protection and that you love yourself enough to walk away, right? And then the solar plex chakra is your emotions, your intimacy, and confidence. You had to have confidence, in this situation and in yourself because you felt like people were ridiculing you or making you feel less than, and that they were trying to, they thought that finances or whatever it was that you had to do was more, you didn't have what it took. So you were looking at everything, and that's what took so long for you to get to this point to where you realize that this rejection is divine protection and thank this person. So now what you're going to do is send strength and healing to them, period. Right? Because no man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. And so this rejection made you realize that you love yourself enough to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. And you ask the universe, and the universe let you know that because you reached a plateau. And sometimes the memories aren't enough, or the past life karma, or the past life, or the deja vu is not enough to be able to keep you here. And this could be temporary. But again, you're going to let them go in order for them to experience whatever is meaningful to them, whether it be finances, and things like that. But hopefully it'll be for them to heal, right? And so that's what the solar plex chakra is helping you do. It's helping you with your confidence, with love, and your emotions on how to deal with them. Your root chakra is your ability to survive. I love myself enough to walk away, and have my freedom. And to be my person that I was before I met you, before I tried to put everything into you and make you be able to see me for who I truly am. Or try to get you to see who I truly am, not make. And so that's what their root chakra is. The sacral chakra, did I already say that? Yes. Solar plex, I already said that. No, solar plex is next. Solar plex is your being optimistic and having clarity, but also working on yourself. Where is it at? I love myself enough to walk away, right? And work on myself. So you're taking your personal power back and having clarity and being optimistic in the process. So your optimistic energy could make this person or have this person realize that the mutual promise made has to have an exclusive contract in order for the knot to be tied. Or you're just going on and daydreaming about the what ifs. And so this is detoxifying, grounding, and healing yourself. The bloodstone. I live in the present moment. So remember the Page of Wands energy. Remember I said this. When you deal with the past, you live in fear. When you deal with the future, you live with anxiety. So you could have been warning this relationship or situationship, but again, this King of Pentacles only cared about their stuff. And so when you realize that I'm going to, in the present moment, I'm going to go ahead and walk away and live in the present moment. And they realize that you're drifting apart and that you're becoming stronger. Now they want to come back and apologize. You can expect the apology you want to hear, but sometimes it's not the apology that you've been expecting for all this time. So again, I love myself enough to walk away. And this rejection was a divine protection. So you thank them. No man is your friend. No man is your enemy. Every man is your teacher. I thank you for teaching me how to be strong and focus on myself, and how to learn to love myself again. That's it. Because you did your best. And at a point where they thought that it was more fish in the sea and that they were hood famous, and while you were waiting, you had to love yourself enough to walk away. Let's let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys.